we should talk about the media coverage of this.
Right.
Because over on YouTube, let me pull this up.
Yeah.
Our YouTube live stream where you can watch the show live every day at 12 noon. It's youtube.com/Majority Report Live. Some of the commenters, the listeners, you could have a comment section. They had a real problem with how we were covering it. Well, a handful of them, because they said, they were watching RT, and we were giving a real right wing perspective on it. Actually, in our conversation with the professor. Now, one of the responses was that the Ukraine has been Nazi territory since World War II. Watch Crosstalk on RT.com and get your facts straight, Michael. Now, Michael and I both, and Sam as well, are pretty regular guests on RT America. So we're not coming in here biased at all. You do not want to get your facts about Russia on at least current event issues from RT.
That's like
just like I believe maybe you shouldn't be watching Al Jazeera for news out of Qatar. Maybe you shouldn't be watching MSNBC to get a critique about an Obama policy. Maybe you shouldn't be watching Fox News to get to hear about why corporations shouldn't get tax breaks and have loopholes.
Honestly, writing it and
there's
telling
always going to be biased media on at least certain issues. And I would say RT certainly isn't going to give you the facts about current events going on in Russia.
Look, the reality is, and I know, yes, we've all been on RT. I know people who work there who are really smart. They do great reporting. They do some really good work. But the reality is that when it comes to these issues, this is a vehicle for the Russian government.
And you know what?
That's like telling me.
I bet if you even turn on RT America, though, I bet you'll even get a different perspective than even from RT.
I don't know, but I would say that, look, the premise that you would write in to say get an objective a perspective on what's going on in Ukraine is like saying go get an objective perspective on tax policy by turning into Fox Business. I mean, it's ludicrous. Now, again, I see all this conspiratorial stuff, and Obama's backing the Nazis and everything, and it's like each thread of it you pull out, it just isn't logical. It's like, look, everything from the chief rabbi of Kiev to the multi-faceted nature of the uprising in Maidan means something different. I don't know what you think Yanukovych was. Yanukovych was a kleptocrat, client state leader. And you know what? The so-called centrist parties that back Europe are also corrupt kleptocrats. There's no question about it. And I'm very interested in a conversation about the dangers of the opposition and all of the other aspects of what's going on in Ukraine. But to take a situation like this, I have to say, I do find it kind of astonishing. I don't think you would ever say if the United States invaded Mexico because of something we didn't like there, and we literally sent troops across the border, I really doubt that people will be writing in saying, make sure to get your facts straight and go read coverage of this from the White House press briefing room, which is basically what you're saying. So it just doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not in any way credulous about the present Ukrainian government. There's a lot to talk about, but the bottom line right now is an invasion.